Today we will talk about job performance. The integrative model of organizational behavior, IMOB, is a framework developed by Colquitt, Lepini, and Wesson in 2009 that combines micro, meso, and macro-level perspectives on organizational behavior. It links individual-level factors like personality and motivation to group-level elements such as norms and cohesiveness, which then impact organizational factors like culture and environment, ultimately influencing outcomes like job performance and commitment. The model is dynamic, allowing for interactions between these levels. It is widely applicable, having been used to study leadership, teamwork, and organizational change. The IMOB is praised for its comprehensiveness, ability to explain a variety of phenomena, dynamic nature, and empirical validation. For those interested in organizational behavior, the IMOB presents a solid foundation for understanding the factors shaping individual, group, and organizational behavior. The IMOB is praised for its comprehensiveness, ability to explain a variety of phenomena, dynamic nature, and empirical validation. For those interested in organizational behavior, the IMOB presents a solid foundation for understanding the factors shaping individual, group, and organizational behavior. Employee behaviors that constitute job performance are those actions that directly impact the achievement of organizational goals, either positively or negatively. Job performance is defined as the value of the behaviors exhibited by employees that contribute to organizational goal accomplishment. This definition sets a boundary on which behaviors are considered relevant to job performance, emphasizing actions within the control of employees. For instance, in a scenario where a restaurant values world-class customer service, behaviors like engaging with customers attentively and efficiently would positively contribute to organizational goals. On the other hand, behaviors like texting a friend during a work break would typically not be relevant to achieving organizational objectives. Therefore, such behavior falls outside the realm of job performance for a server in this context, as it does not impact organizational goal accomplishment in either a positive or negative manner. Okay, now the question is, what does it mean to be a good performer? Or what exactly do you have to do to be a good performer? We could spend an entire chapter listing various behaviors relevant to job performance. However, these behaviors generally fit into three broad categories: task performance, citizenship behavior, and counterproductive behavior. Task performance and citizenship behavior both contribute positively to the organization, while counterproductive behavior contributes negatively. The following sections describe these categories of job performance in detail. Task performance encompasses employee behaviors directly involved in converting organizational resources into the goods or services the organization provides. When reading a job description in an online employment ad, the focus is typically on task performance. It outlines the core tasks, duties, and responsibilities integral to the role. In essence, task performance represents the explicit obligations an employer must fulfill to receive compensation and maintain employment. For instance, in the role of a firefighter, task performance includes searching burning buildings for fire victims and utilizing equipment to extinguish fires. As an accountant, task performance involves preparing, examining, and analyzing accounting records. In the realm of advertising, task performance for an executive encompasses developing advertising campaigns and delivering presentations to clients. While the specific activities constituting task performance vary across roles, they can also be categorized based on the job's routine nature, adaptability to change, or requirement for innovative solutions. Routine task performance involves well-known responses to predictable demands, where employees typically follow expected or programmed procedures. Examples include a cashier scanning items, a teacher grading papers, or a nurse taking vital signs. Adaptive task performance involves responding to novel or unpredictable task demands, essential in environments characterized by rapid change. Examples include a firefighter responding to emergencies, a teacher adapting lessons for students with diverse needs, or a salesperson handling difficult customers. Creative task performance pertains to generating novel and valuable ideas or outcomes. Examples include a scientist developing a new drug, an engineer designing innovative products, or a marketer crafting original advertising campaigns. These distinctions in task performance categories highlight the diverse behaviors employees exhibit in different job contexts, emphasizing the importance of adaptability and creativity in addressing evolving organizational needs and challenges. Now, after I've given you a general understanding of task performance behaviors, you might be wondering how organizations identify the sets of behaviors that represent task performance for different jobs. Organizations identify task performance behaviors for different jobs through a process called job analysis. Job analysis helps clarify the specific activities that employees are expected to perform in a role, and this process is generally conducted in 3 steps. Generate a list of job activities. The first step involves creating a comprehensive list of activities associated with the job. This list is gathered using data from various sources, such as employee observations, surveys, and interviews. The goal is to capture all the tasks an employee in that role might be responsible for. Rate the importance and frequency of each activity. Subject matter experts who have experience in the job or manage employees in that role rate each activity on factors like its importance to the job and how frequently it is performed. These experts are in a good position to judge which tasks are critical to organizational success. Retain the most important and frequent activities. The activities rated as highly important and frequent are kept and defined as the core components of task performance. These retained activities are used to develop training programs, ensuring employees are skilled in key areas. They also serve as metrics in performance evaluations, allowing organizations to assess how well employees fulfill the essential tasks of their job. Citizenship behavior, or organizational citizenship behavior, OCB, refers to voluntary actions that employees take, which are not part of their formal job descriptions, but significantly improve the workplace environment and contribute to organizational success. These behaviors go beyond task performance, meaning they aren't explicitly required, but have a positive impact on the organization's culture and productivity. For example, an employee might help a struggling coworker with a task or volunteer to organize a team event, even though these activities aren't directly tied to their job responsibilities. These acts are typically not rewarded in a formal sense, but they create a better work environment, promote teamwork, and increase overall productivity. Dennis Organ's concept of citizenship behavior emerged from his personal experience as a substitute worker in a paper mill. In a moment of struggle, a full-time employee stepped away from his own duties to assist Organ, a gesture that was not required but had a positive effect on the workflow. This event led Organ to dedicate his academic career to studying how such behaviors contribute to the functioning of organizations. Effective organizations often rely on employees who regularly engage in citizenship behaviors. This willingness to help others, contribute to the community, or go the extra mile creates a competitive advantage because it fosters a collaborative, supportive workplace culture. According to the resource-based view, RBV, this type of positive behavior, while small and voluntary, becomes a key differentiator that is difficult for competitors to replicate. This diagram categorizes citizenship behaviors into two main types. Organizational. These behaviors focus on contributing to the overall well-being of the organization. They include voice, civic virtue, and boosterism. Interpersonal. These behaviors involve interactions with colleagues and co-workers. They include helping, courtesy, and sportsmanship. Let's explore each type in more detail in the next slides. Interpersonal citizenship behavior refers to actions that employees take to benefit and support their co-workers and colleagues, going beyond the basic expectations of their job. This category of behavior enhances collaboration and promotes a positive work environment, and it consists of three key behaviors. Helping. This involves offering assistance to co-workers, especially when they are overwhelmed or facing personal challenges. It also includes mentoring new employees, helping them adjust to their roles and understand workplace procedures. Courtesy. Courtesy focuses on keeping co-workers informed about relevant matters that could affect their work. This behavior involves transparency, politeness, and respect. For instance, sharing important updates or giving heads up on changes in the work process demonstrates courtesy. It also encompasses actions like using respectful language, listening actively, and showing appreciation to others. Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is about maintaining a positive and cooperative attitude, even in difficult or competitive situations. This involves supporting co-workers, celebrating their successes, and dealing with conflicts constructively. It also includes staying positive and keeping the peace when things get tough or when co-workers are annoying or challenging to work with. Organizational citizenship behavior refers to actions that benefit the organization as a whole by enhancing its reputation, supporting its goals, and improving its overall operations. Employees who engage in these behaviors are demonstrating loyalty and a proactive commitment to the company's success. The key components of organizational citizenship behavior include voice. This involves employees speaking up and offering constructive suggestions to improve the organization. It can be divided into two forms. Promotive voice focuses on opportunities and initiatives to make things better, such as suggesting new ways to enhance performance or efficiency. Prohibitive voice identifies problems or issues that need to be addressed in order to prevent potential harm to the organization. While promotive voice is often more welcomed by supervisors, both forms are crucial for organizational effectiveness. Civic virtue. Civic virtue refers to an employee's active involvement in the organization beyond their regular duties. This can involve attending voluntary meetings, staying updated on company announcements, and following industry news that impacts the company. These employees go the extra mile to stay engaged with the company's operations and developments. Boosterism. Boosterism is when employees represent the company in a positive light outside of the workplace. whether they're in public, with friends, or engaging in social activities. Employees who exhibit boosterism promote the organization's image and reputation, acting as ambassadors for the company even when they are not on duty. Counterproductive behaviors are actions by employees that negatively affect an organization or individuals within it. These behaviors are categorized into two main types: organizational and interpersonal. They are also classified by severity as either minor or serious. Organizational counterproductive behaviors directly harm the productivity, efficiency, or resources of the organization. They include production deviance, which involves behaviors that lower the quality or quantity of work, such as wasting resources by taking excessive breaks or using supplies inefficiently, and substance abuse, where using drugs or alcohol reduces focus and productivity. Another form is property deviance, which includes damage or misuse of organizational property, like sabotage, where employees intentionally damage equipment or disrupt operations, and theft, which involves stealing company assets. Interpersonal counterproductive behaviors involve harmful interactions with colleagues and damage workplace relationships. These include political deviance, such as gossiping, where spreading rumors harms trust and morale, and incivility, where rude or disrespectful behavior creates tension. Another category is personal aggression, which refers to more severe actions like harassment, where verbal or physical intimidation creates a hostile work environment, or abuse, where verbal, physical, or emotional harm impacts a colleague's well-being and performance. Organizations use several tools to manage employee job performance effectively. Management by objectives, MBO, involves setting specific, measurable goals that align with organizational objectives. Employees and managers work together to define these goals, and performance is evaluated based on how well employees achieve them. This method emphasizes goal clarity and ongoing feedback. Behaviorally anchored rating scales, BARs, use specific examples of behaviors to rate employee performance. Each point on the rating scale is tied to concrete, observable behaviors, making evaluations more objective and reducing bias by focusing on actions rather than opinions. 360-degree feedback collects performance feedback from multiple sources, including peers, managers, subordinates, and sometimes customers. This method provides a well-rounded view of an employee's performance, highlighting strengths and areas for development by incorporating diverse perspectives. Forced rankings rank employees relative to one another, placing them in performance categories such as top, middle, and low performers. While it identifies top talent and encourages competition, it can create tension among employees if not managed properly. Social networking systems use modern technology to provide real-time feedback and performance updates. These platforms allow for continuous interaction, where employees and managers can share feedback, track progress, and recognize achievements in a collaborative, informal setting.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to channel.